Hi, and welcome to the Lewiston Tribune podcast. This is episode number 33. I'm Matt Bainey, managing editor of the Tribune, and today I'm joined by Rachel Sun. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Matt. Good to be here.
Good to have you. We're going to talk about kitties.
We sure are.
This will be a lot of fun today. Nice change of pace from murder and mayhem.
I would say so.
Yeah. Before we get started, a quick reminder that the Tribune podcast is available at lmtribune.com, on our YouTube page, and on all the podcast apps, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So be sure to subscribe to us, and we have a new episode each week. So Rachel recently visited a family in Lewiston that is fostering kittens. And it's a different batch of kittens than you might expect. Tell us a little bit about that situation.
It sure is. Yeah, I visited Allison Wright, and she's fostering a family of kittens, a mama and some babies. But this family is a little bit unique because none of the kittens are the mother cat's original litter. So what had happened was the cat named Gretel had a litter of babies, but they were born premature. She had to have a C-section, and then the ones that survived didn't survive that long. And the way Allison tells me, she was just so sad, crying all the time. And as it happens, there are a lot of kittens that are turned into Helping Hands Animal Rescue, which is the foster program that she's a part of. And so she connected with some other fosters and thought, hey, maybe we can get some other kittens for this mama. And so she brought in 3 other kittens, 2 that had been stuck in a wheel well of a car of a couple that drove here from Seattle, and then another from another litter. And Mama Gretel just took to them instantly, and she's been doting on them ever since.
It's kind of amazing, too. Obviously, the mother's instincts were pretty strong. It sounds like it didn't take much convincing for Gretel to take in these kitties, right?
No, not at all. She was, Allison tells me, just immediately taking care of them. She started bringing them to where she had her kittens before, and, grooming them and carrying them all over the place. So, yeah, she was just so happy to have kittens again.
You were there. You got to see them. What was it like? Were the kittens everywhere? I'm guessing. And what was it like to see them?
Yeah, they're very precocious. They're wandering all over the place. Lots of little mews the whole time. It didn't stop. There's 2 that are a little bit older. They're the ones that came in the car. And then there's a slightly younger one. It's maybe about 10 days younger. And so he's just kind of scuffling across the floor. And you can tell he's, the smallest. So he gets a little bit of extra love and attention from his mom. But they're all doing really well.
It's so just to be clear, this is a mother cat who lost her litter, mm-hmm. and she's adopted 2 cats from who were orphaned. Mm-hmm. And another cat who was orphaned in a different situation. So it's, I guess, members of 3 families blended together.
Yeah, a real found family there.
Yeah. And the 2 who came from Seattle mm-hmm. in a car's wheel well, that's amazing that, thank goodness they survived.
Yeah, it's really incredible. A couple had been driving from Seattle, and they didn't know that there was kittens there, but made it all the way across the pass and made it to the hotel, and a kitten fell out. And that's when they realized and contacted the foster.
Helping Hands Rescue, it's as you mentioned, a nonprofit based here in the valley, and they have a series of folks in the area who serve as fosters for cats and dogs that don't have a family. I guess if someone wanted to be a foster, what are kind of the responsibilities that they take on in that role?
Yeah, so there's a form on the nonprofit's website, helpinghands.org, and people can fill that out. And basically, they're responsible for caring for the animals until they get a home. So, that care depends on the animal in question. For really young kittens, it's going to be different than an adult cat that's pretty low maintenance. There's a few bottle babies that's really pretty high maintenance. They require feeding about every 2 hours. But yeah, there's a lot of variation, and they can always use more fosters.
And right now, maybe the need is especially great. Is that right? What's kind of the state right now of in the valley, in the area of cats without homes?
Yeah, so there's a lot of litters of kittens being born right now. So Helping Hands has about 60 kittens that their fosters are taking care of collectively, and they have a waiting list for more mother cats and kittens because they don't have enough fosters to take them all in right now. So there's even more than that. Part of Helping Hands' mission is to reduce the overpopulation of cats and dogs, especially cats, in the area. So part of their program is they pay a third of spay and neuter costs for people if you submit a form for that. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of kittens this spring, and there's probably going to be more for a while still.
Mm-hmm. And people who might be interested in adopting any of these pets from Helping Hands, how do they go about that?
Yeah, so there's a weekly adoption event, and that information is detailed in the article. That's on Saturdays. There's also a form that people can fill out online and get in contact that way. And then, Helping Hands will go through a vetting process, make sure that an individual or a family is a good fit for the animals, and get those kittens and all those other animals adopted.
Yeah, yeah. Rachel, are you a cat person or a dog person?
Ooh, that's hard to choose. I grew up with both. I think I might lean toward being a cat person. I like how they're very independent, but they're both great.
Do you have any pets right now?
Not currently at my home. My parents have some cats that I grew up with, which I still kind of consider mine.
Oh yes, yes. Well, my family, my wife and our children, we have foster cats, and it really is a lot of fun. And I liked one of the terms in your article that Allison Wright used was she hasn't had a foster fail, which means someone who's fostering a pet either isn't able to get it adopted, or for whatever reason they end up keeping the pet, and that's happened to us twice now. But we're very happy to have the cats that we've kept, and doing this story, writing this story, and doing these interviews. Did it make you wanna get a cat or a pet or something?
It kind of did. I'm not in a place where I'm able to right now, but it's got me thinking, in the future, I certainly know where to go if I'm wanting to get some.
And I can speak from experience that the Foster event, it's by the old Shopco building in Lewiston. It's fun just to go there and check out the pets, and you can people come. There are folks who come, looking for a pet and looking for just the right one, and they'll come for a few weeks until they kind of find the one that fits them. So it's anyway. I'd say before anybody thinks about purchasing a pet or going elsewhere, that's a good place to start, because these are pets that don't have a home, so it's a good place to get them.
Yeah, there's always such need, and yeah, sometimes it takes some time to find the right one, but there are a lot of dogs and cats that could use a loving home. I guess I'll also say, like, if people, are interested in helping in some way, but they can't foster a pet or they don't want to adopt right now, Helping Hands also takes donations. So.
Okay. Anyway, it's a great organization. It's one that, yeah, like I say, our family's been involved with, and the folks that you talk to Kathy Carlson and MEIDA, they're so dedicated to it. So anyway, it's a good place to start if you're looking for a pet, is with Helping Hands, and it's kind of, this is the time of year where cats have litters, and so there's always kind of an uptick in the spring of more need for trying to find homes for these cats. So was this a nice break to write this story?
It was. Yeah. I mean, we were joking about it when I went there earlier this week, but being asked to come meet a bunch of kittens and hold them and take pictures isn't exactly a difficult ask.
Yeah. Well, Rachel, you did a nice job with the story. Be sure to check that out in the Sunday Tribune. And thanks for joining us. Can you think anything else about the kitties that we might want to know?
I don't know, Matt. They're just real cute. I think everyone should go see him and stop by the adoption event.
Did you have a favorite if you had to take one of the kitties?
Oh, that's a dangerous question. I mean, I'm always partial to an underdog, and I think the littlest, youngest one, his little orange kitten, was especially cute. So if I had to choose one, it would probably be him.
Be the orange. Well, you can't go wrong with the orange cat, that's for sure. All right, Rachel, thanks a lot. And thanks for joining us on this episode of the Lewiston Tribune podcast. We'll be back again next week with another new topic. And until then, have a great day. Thanks.